Shalom, this is Shalomah from the Great Millstone Atlanta camp. Before I get started in this lesson, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakakodash. Double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone, that teach and rule well. Peace, love, and safety to the hopeful elect. All right, this is going to be another Today in the News. Today is so-called February the 22nd, the year 2024, the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble. Okay, and so far this year has been on fire. It's a lot of stuff going on. It seems like it's something new every day. World War III pretty much started. A lot more threats of war. Russia just, went out and said a lot in this interview talking about the United States, how it's finished. But yeah, it's a lot going on, and it's going to be a quick lesson. This is about the AT&T outage that happened today. I think it started last night or early this morning, and I didn't find out about it because I didn't turn my TV on to watch the news like I normally do. I just went out and left and went on into work. But I got a call from a coworker, and he was like, "Hey, I need you to do this, do that, because my phone service is out. I'm using this other phone." And I'm like, "Damn, what phone service?" And so it wasn't everybody on AT&T, because I have one of my phones that I use for work. It works off of that cell service and or that service provider, and it still worked. But half of the company was pretty much at a standstill. Like, they couldn't do anything, so they had to go back to the analog type, paperwork, putting it, writing everything down, and later on loading in the system. But anyway, the main thing is how people panic. I had another guy. He was on the way to my job, and he was talking to me while he was on the way there. He was like, "Man, the traffic's crazy. People pulling over." He said people's GPS not working. They don't know where they're going. Folks is driving, crazy. And there was another guy. He was like, "Yeah, man, my whole house is AT&T. Everything's shut down. Nothing's working. No TV, nothing." I'm like, damn, these folks really panicking. And, this is something that may just be for a few hours, and they losing their damn minds. That lets you know, that kind of gives you an idea of when everything really shuts down, how bad it's going to get and how fast it's going to go bad. I forgot the name of the movie with Forrest Whitaker, and it was this other guy. They was going to get his daughter, and first the cell phones went. I think it's called How It Ends. And the cell phones went out, and from there, people just fucking lost it. They was looting stores, people robbing people. It was a lot of shooting. It was just wild, and that's gonna actually happen. These movies, they don't just, a lot of these movies don't exaggerate, in certain situations. Let's go to the scriptures real quick. I don't want to do too much talking. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 6, and I'm gonna go down to verse 22. It says, "And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown, the full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty." What are people gonna do? They're gonna go and raid the stores. As soon as it, like, if all of the services would have went down, say if America get hit with an EMP, which could happen soon. We don't know exactly how everything's gonna play out, but it's gonna happen because these scriptures have to come to pass. Okay. But yeah, say America get hit with an EMP, everything shuts down. No TV, no phones, no internet, no power, no nothing in your house works. Okay. Your food that you have stored in the freezer, that's gonna get old quick because you can't keep it cold. Everybody don't have generators. As a matter of fact, some generators might not even work if an EMP go off. All right, a lot of cars are not going to work. The only thing that's going to work are people, body parts, and guns. Okay, so what's going to happen? They going to go to robbing and killing, and it's going to happen quick, like in a matter of probably in a matter of like a day or two. But in this movie, it happened like in a matter of hours when everything went down. It says, "At that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountain shall stand still, and in 3 hours shall they not move. Slacky, shall they not run?" Okay, so yeah, that's talking about a period of time where it's not gonna be anything running. It's gonna be quiet. It's gonna be dark. People are not gonna have any idea what's going on. Um, Me myself, years ago, I was talking about investing in two-way radios, and a lot of people are, now that things like this happen, they were like, "Hey, that's not a bad idea." They're gonna start making those investments because that fear is now in them. Okay, let's go through some of this article, and I'm just gonna start from the top right here. It says AT&T's network went down for many of its customers across the United States Thursday morning, leaving customers unable to place calls, texts, or access the internet. Yeah, so, and a lot of people live on social media. That's where their life is. They don't have a life outside of the web. It says more than 73,000 AT&T customers reported outages on digital service tracking sites Down Detector. That's not a comprehensive number. It tracks only self-reported outages. Although outages reports failed a bit in the 5 a.m. Eastern time hour, they bounced back in around 7 a.m. Eastern time hour and continued to search. So it was way more than 73,000 people. Like way more than that. There's a lot of people that has AT&T service. Okay, and a lot of people have different services. Someone may have Verizon and AT&T. And then again, it wasn't just AT&T. It was multiple. Let me see if it says it. 911 temporary was not was temporary unavailable. And what happened when 911 go away? It's all hell's gonna break loose. It's people got a lot of hate built up in them, and they want to go get that one main enemy, and they're not gonna fear getting locked up because there is no 911. All right, so they're gonna go ahead and carry out that plan that they've been wanting to carry out for years. All right, these things are gonna take place. It's not just gonna be friends. It's gonna be neighbors. It's gonna be different strangers. But just to show you how bad it's gonna get, that's why the scripture said, "Friends shall fight one another." All right, let's go to Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 3. It says, "In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out the windows, and those that look out of the windows be darkened." It's talking about no more work, no more jobs. All right, when this service, if an EMP go off, you think people gonna stay in their house until everything gets repaired and then go back to work, the next week? No. The dollar is gonna completely collapse. It's not gonna be worth anything. All right, a lot of bank hardware systems are gonna get wiped out. Bank accounts are gonna get wiped out. All right, ain't gonna be no jobs. And me myself, I work in the healthcare field. Just think about how many people are sick and dying and need medical attention, and they not gonna get it. They just gonna have to fend for themselves, either, you know, a family member, a close family member, if they have one. It says, and those that look out the windows be out of the windows be darkened, and the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and the daughters of music shall be brought low. Yeah, because ain't gonna be no entertainment. Nobody want to be entertained. Okay, everybody's gonna try and feed their belly and find shelter and find salvation and some type of hope. So they're gonna trust in their guns. They're gonna trust in, you know, they stored food. They're gonna trust in you know, that one person they think they can trust. You know, a lot of women gonna think that they can trust their husbands. That's not gonna work. A lot of men gonna think they can trust their wives, and they're gonna be, you know, out to kill each other. Parents and children. All right, the scriptures talk about man's enemy shall be those of his own household. Like when this thing finally goes down and people gonna have to turn back to hunting and gathering, it ain't gonna be like how it was. It's gonna be pure chaos and war. Okay, so you know, as a servant of the Lord, it's our duty to let you people know that these prophecies are gonna come to pass. Look what happened today. This wasn't even a small percentage of what's gonna happen. This is just giving you an idea of how people panic. Folks piled up in the front of the AT&T stores and panicking, and you know, because people too caught up in their living and in this world and in their life. And at the end of the day, none of that's gonna matter. All right. That's why the scriptures say to use the world and not abuse it, because those that abuse the world, they're caught up in it. And when everything collapses, they're gonna collapse. But those that are hopeful elect and looking for the promise of Yahweh Shema Shah, it's going to be that time to, hey, we know all that time is near. You know, we're going to be, we're going to have somewhat of comfort. And also, you know, our faith and our hope. We know we have faith that the Lord is going to take care of us in that time. Scriptures say so. All right. So with that, I'm gonna go ahead and end it. I pray that this was edifying to the listeners. Once again, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shah, Bahashim Rakakwadash. Double honor, but the double honor to my elders and apostles, a great millstone that taught us his truth. And shalom to the hopeful elect.